Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Altaf Mukati.
On behalf of the senior management of SZABIST University, namely Ms. Shahnaz Wazir Ali, President, Madam Nasreen Haq, Vice President Finance and Development, Mr. Imtiaz Kazi, Vice President Admin and HR, I am very pleased to welcome Mr. Justice Muhammad Junaid Ghaffar, Honorable Judge of Sindh High Court, as the chief guest this evening. Sir, we are thankful to you to honor us with your kind presence. I also warmly welcome the Advocate General of Sindh, Mr. Hasan Akbar Sahar, and all the esteemed guests, faculty members, and most prominently our talented students. The two significant events are embedded into one for this evening. First, we will hold our law graduation ceremony to award certificates to our 27 law graduates who have exhibited an exemplary commitment to their studies and the pursuit of legal knowledge. The annual law dinner will follow this ceremony. This is more than a formal gathering. It is a unique convergence of legal excellence, academic achievement, and community engagement. This event is a pivotal platform for our law students to connect with distinguished members of the legal fraternity. We are honored to have so many outstanding legal professionals join us tonight. Your presence not only elevates the stature of this occasion, but also provides our students with an invaluable opportunity to interact with and learn from some of the most accomplished individuals in the legal field. On a lighter note, everyone who watches the TV talk shows these days has become a virtual lawyer. These talk shows invite politicians or lawyers only. We poor academicians are never called in such talk shows. Of course, like the other institutions in the country, our legal system also needs reforms.
I would like to invite the Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Justice Junaid Ghaffar, to come on stage and present our graduates with certificates of completion. I would also like to request President SZABIST, Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali, and Vice President Academics, Professor Dr. Altaf Mukati, to join him in this endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, the following students, after completing the required courses at SZABIST University, recognized teaching center, have been awarded an LLB Honours degree by the University of London. Abdul Rauf. Abdul Rahman Sheikh. Aisha Noor. Aisha Kaimali Maiman. Aliza Sajjad.
As far as my journey is concerned, I've been in various law firms. I've been somebody who's, had her ups and downs. There was a time when once I was enrolled in the High Court, and I'm very glad that Justice Junaid Ghaffar Saab is here, because after successive stays, and I was very proud of what I was doing, a winning spree, if you'd like to say, I appeared before Justice Junaid Ghaffar Saab, and I did not get that interim injunction or stay. The legal profession, although it may seem very daunting, it's a very interesting environment, so to speak. You learn from it. You will come home crying. You will actually, hate it sometimes, but that's okay, because you're human. And the moment you realize that you're human, that is the time that you allow yourself to make mistakes. As a woman in the profession, a lot of people say it must have been really hard. I've been very lucky.
Thank you very much for those enlightening words, Barrister Viyani. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to introduce the respectable Advocate General of Sindh, Mr. Hasan Akbar.
the Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Justice Junaid Ghaffar, the Honorable President, Ms. Shahnaz Wazir Ali, the Honorable Vice Presidents, the faculty, management, staff, students, some of my seniors, some of my friends sitting here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you for inviting me on this annual dinner, allowing me to express some of my experiences and my views to the new graduates and students on the issue of real life perspective after graduation. There are a few aspects after graduation when you join a legal profession which requires to be focused on, one of which is your professional skills. Almost every one of us knows that there are various advocacy skills which need to be polished: presentation, research, drafting skills. Then we have public speaking, understanding of laws, analytical thinking, advice to the clients, office management, accounting. These are some of the things which, as Ms. Viyani described, will be needed in your career. What I am trying to shed light on today is an aspect which is generally I have not heard of recently in any of the discussions and any of the speeches in the law dinners of different colleges for the graduates. One of the aspects is that the moment we receive a license as an advocate, as a lawyer, we don't realize that we are actually entering into a community of very limited people, actually a community of not more than 1,000 people with whom you are going to interact for the rest of your life, and in which community your next generation may also be landing. Be very careful in courts. Never give a statement which you have not verified yourself. Don't stand as a witness for your client. Don't sign an affidavit on behalf of your client. Disclose if there is any conflict of interest. Immediately disclose that to the bench. Don't appear in cases in which there is a conflict of interest. Let me say this thing, that this is not a routine profession. This is not something that we are running for our clients and seeking money. And if I'm successful, if I'm able to get relief for my client, only then I'm successful, otherwise I'm not. It is a very serious business. It is a very serious and sacred profession. Please respect the institution. Please respect your profession. Please maintain your integrity.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ms. Shahnaz Wazir Ali, President SZABIST, Dr. Altaf Mukati, Vice President SZABIST, Advocate General, lawyers, distinguished guests, students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I am indeed grateful to the management of SZABIST, including the law faculty, for having invited me to this annual law dinner and distribution of certificates to the graduating class and to recognize their achievements. It is a great honor for me to be talking with you today on this very exciting occasion for the students who have just passed out there and have graduated. It's also a memorable day for all the parents who may be sitting here, and it would have been possible for the students to complete their studies without their untiring efforts, and they need to be saluted for all they have done for their children. The theme, exploring legal education, bridging theory and practice, appears to be a wonderful idea, and when I read the invitation, I really felt excited to attend this event. In fact, as of today, for me, it is one of the most important aspects of a law curriculum, which is seldom taught and recognized. In my opinion, it is a must for a litigating lawyer. What is taught in law colleges, more specifically in pursuing a London University's external program, is seldom found to be relevant or being helpful vis-a-vis the intricacies of the local and domestic laws. As to having any practical teaching, at best you might have had moot courts or court visits, and that is all. This needs to be adopted as a mandatory course by all law colleges imparting education in the country. Sharing my experience as a judge now for more than 10 years, I can safely say that like our society in general, and with respect to very senior lawyers sitting here, the art of advocacy is dying like anything. Day in and day out, I have noticed this and wanted to express this. Definitely there are several reasons for it. However, in my humble view, the foremost as of today is lack of practical training and know-how about the court proceedings. In our times, there were only 2 law colleges in the city. One was the most prestigious SM Law College and the other was Islamia Law College. We were taught by the best of the lawyers in the city, and they used to teach us for honor and appreciation and not for any financial gains. I have had the honor of being the student of great late Justice Fakhruddin Ji Ibrahim, Justice Wajiuddin, Justice Sarmad Jalal Usmani, and many more eminent lawyers of that time who were our teachers at SM Law College. At the same time, I must say that despite having such luminaries in the faculty, we didn't have much of an opportunity of any practical experience of court proceedings. If I correctly remember, one of our professors, Mr. Rashid Akhund Advocate, volunteered to teach us public speaking, and since it was not part of the syllabus, very few students were interested. I must confess that during our times, even those with such vast experience as practicing lawyers had or were compelled to adopt the traditional system of teaching when they joined the faculty. In my humble view, the benefits of this teaching model may seem obvious, as today we are in a rapidly changing and a fast-moving society. Students don't want to spend more time in further learning after graduating out and want immediate fruits of their hard work at the law college. Though this may not be the correct approach, but if this concept of bridging of theory and practice is adopted in law colleges, one can find many better ways to bring the world of practice into the classroom to give students insights on all sorts of legal practice and fields in which they are more interested. It is a matter of fact as well as of experience at the bench that the frustration many law graduates face when they enter the real world of legal practice is surmounting. While at the law school they may have been imparted valuable theoretical knowledge, but such knowledge often falls short in providing practical skills required for the challenging world of litigation and the fear of appearing before the courts. Such imparting of knowledge though forms a solid foundation, however, it does not fully prepare a young graduate for the dynamic nature of courtrooms and the complexities of real cases. Not only this, even if you are taught about court proceedings, you still have to deal with client first. On a lighter mood, I may say how to advise the client, and the first and the foremost, how to convince him to pay you the fee demanded, and that too all in advance. I'm sure neither the law school nor any bridging of this gap can teach you this art at least. The transition from law school to litigation is undoubtedly a steep learning curve. The first few years in practice can be overwhelming. Drafting legal documents, presenting arguments, and handling clients' cases demand skills that are not adequately honed during the period spent at the law college. To excel as a litigation professional, you must gain practical experience, and this cannot be done by a mere visit to the court once or twice in the final years. The other day, and I'm talking about just 2 days back, the other day a group of students from some college came to my court, and I noticed that they left immediately without even waiting for completion of hearing of at least one case. Such a visit does not help in any manner, rather it is sheer wastage of time and money. I believe it is essential for law schools to incorporate more practical elements into their curriculum. Mock trials, simulations, and practical workshops can significantly enhance these skills of aspiring litigators. They need to integrate real-world scenario and practical application for preparing better graduates for the challenges they will face in their legal careers. You need to engage good practicing lawyers and retired judges to impart legal education along with what is required to be taught for becoming a good practicing lawyer. We need not waste a moment to admit that the core reason for a downward trend in the field of education generally is lack of a proper faculty to impart education at this level. I need not reiterate that like other areas in the field of education as well, we are lagging behind, be it education at school level or at the highest level, that is a college or a university. We have not honored and rewarded people of our faculties, rather have insulted them in many ways. And for this, instead of blaming anyone in particular, we all need to take this blame collectively. But time is still not lost. We all present here need to resolve and pledge today that we will make an endeavor to impart education or will help and work for betterment of our education system. Speaking for myself, post-retirement, I offer my commitment to all, including SZABIST, in this regard. I am firmly of the belief it is high time to do this. I am taking this opportunity for students. I would like to say some things, whereas out of this, Mr. Hasan Akbar has already dilated on some. Now, when you come to the courts as a lawyer, I would advise that you should be fully prepared. I have been blamed that I have been very harsh with lawyers at times, which I recognize, but I can safely say that the main reason has been that time and again adjournments are sought, and in my court I try not to adjourn cases. So please come prepared and study your case, prepare your case yourself. Don't be dependent on your associates when you are appearing in the court. The second very serious issue, as Mr. Hasan Akbar pointed out, that honesty is lacking. It is lacking in our society, and now it has come to the courts as well. There used to be times when a statement at the bar by a counsel was never discarded or was never objected to. But I'm sorry to say that now, as of today, at the bench, I have noticed that the lawyers have engaged themselves, and as rightly pointed out, to become their clients. Now they are endorsing the documents, they are signing the papers, and they are even giving affidavits for their correctness, which at times are found false. So what I would suggest to the youngsters, that come what may, you need to be careful while drafting things, while signing things, and while endorsing the views or the narration of facts given by your clients. One senior advocate of Supreme Court, B.B. Sawani, once said that, and I quote, "You don't win cases every day, but you gain respect in each if you do not mislead the court. Build an image where the judge trusts you." Sharing my own example, when I joined the law college, I never wanted to be a lawyer because I was doing some good business of my family. And I was doing law just to add a degree to my name. But then when I found interest in the subject, so I did my degree and then I came to the court. For first 3 years of my career, I had very little cases in the High Court, and I used to pass my time in the courts sitting there and looking at the lawyers and the judges and how the proceedings are being conducted. Today, I would say I'm sorry that as and when young lawyers come, they don't sit in the courts, they sit in the bar rooms, they don't sit in the libraries. So this is one of the reasons that we are finding that the standard of litigation is going down, and youngsters have time, they have to spend time in this profession. This is no easy profession, as Mr. Hasan Akbar said. In the end, I am indeed thankful to the management of SZABIST for having invited me today here and to express myself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.
Thank you very much, Mr. Justice Junaid Ghaffar, for bestowing such sweet words of wisdom upon us. Now, I would like to call upon stage the President of SZABIST University, Ms. Shahnaz Wazir Ali, and Vice President of Academics, Dr. Altaf Mukati, to come up on stage and present our Chief Guest with a token of appreciation for his presence here tonight. Thank you, Mr. Justice Junaid Ghaffar. Thank you once again, sir. I would now like to request Assistant Attorney General, Barrister Zara Viyani, to proceed to the stage. Now, I would like to request the Advocate General Sindh, Mr. Hasan Akbar, to proceed towards the stage to receive his memento of appreciation. We are extremely grateful for your presence here today, sir, and also your contributions to improve the legal realm. The Head of Law Department, Ms. Rafia Jaffer, to deliver the closing note.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, I stand before you with immense gratitude as we draw the curtains on this remarkable evening dedicated to legal excellence. Tonight has been an enriching journey, and it is only fitting that we express our sincere thanks to those who have made this event and this academic year truly exceptional. We are extremely grateful to our distinguished Chief Guest, Mr. Justice Junaid Ghaffar Saab, for gracing us with his presence tonight and for sharing his invaluable insights. I am also thankful to Advocate General Hasan Akbar Saab, Assistant Attorney General Barrister Zara Viyani, the Honorary Secretary of the Sindh High Court Bar Association, Barrister Sarfaraz Metlo, as well as many other distinguished individuals of the legal fraternity for joining us and adding value to this evening. A special congratulations to our graduates. Your commitment and contributions have been instrumental in shaping the success of our department. Your dedication to academic excellence and active involvement in various initiatives have significantly impacted the department's growth. We are proud to witness your achievements and look forward to the positive impact you will undoubtedly make in the legal arena. The theme for tonight, Bridging Legal Theory and Practice, has been the guiding principle of me and my team for this past academic year. We have endeavored to take initiatives that give our students opportunities for exposure to the legal field and learning opportunities that make them prepared for life beyond the classroom. I would like to extend my sincerest thanks to the upper management of SZABIST University, President Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali, and Vice President Academics Dr. Altaf Mukati, who have provided us mentorship and guidance, without which we would not be able to achieve our goals of providing holistic legal education. I would also like to thank Vice Presidents Mr. Imtiaz Kazi and Madam Nasreen Haq, who, along with their departments, have always been available to provide support whenever we have required it. The faculty of the Law Department deserves special mention. The program manager, Mr. John Hussain, has always been dedicated to the law program's growth. Barrister Rufruf Chowdhry has breathed new life into our Rule of Law Center and made it a multifaceted entity. Barrister Ahmad Shamir has been instrumental in the conception and running of our Legal Aid Center, and Advocate Bilal Zandani has handled student affairs and societies with an unmatched passion and discipline. Advocate Sarmad Aziz has restructured our entire mooting program and introduced novel ideas for its growth. Our visiting faculty has always joined us with enthusiasm in ensuring we meet standards for quality education in our classrooms. Without the sincerity, hard work, and commitment of these individuals, the law department would not be able to function I am truly humbled and honored to work with such a dedicated group of individuals. Our efforts, however, would not be possible without the cooperation of the legal fraternity. There are so many individuals who have worked with us and helped us out with our initiative that it is not possible to thank everyone individually. In fact, when Barrister Rufruf Chowdhry made the annual law report, which some of you have with you tonight, I remarked that it feels like a long thank you note. Because the reality is that without the collaborative spirit of the legal fraternity and their commitment to promoting excellence in legal education, we would not be able to accomplish half the things we have. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the various departments and individuals that make up SZABIST University. The guidance, the mentorship, the support that is available here at every step is truly invaluable, and I am honored to be a part of this incredible institution. As we reflect on the insightful discussions and thought-provoking perspectives shared tonight, let us carry the torch of legal enlightenment forward. Thank you all for being a part of this memorable evening. We look forward to future gatherings that continue to foster intellectual growth and collaboration within our legal community. Thank you.
As we conclude this event, we invite you to continue the conversations over a delightful dinner awaiting you. Allah Hafiz and good night. Thank you.